Hey, it's Mike Watson with Keller Williams here in Palmdale, and this is the Antelope Valley real estate market update for June 2022. We had 730 homes come on the market in June. That was a 12% increase versus last month and a 24% increase versus last year. As you'll see here in a minute, our inventory is starting to build, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The number of homes to go into escrow last month was 437. That was a 1.6% increase versus the month before, but it was down 10% versus June of 2021. And year to date for 2022, so all of the homes that have gone into escrow from January through June of 22 were down about 10% as well compared to January through June of 21. That probably has a lot to do with interest rates and home prices and a little bit of uncertainty in the economy. But 400 homes is still a very good month. Number of homes to sell, and so actually close escrow, was 438 for June. That was down 6% versus May, which is kind of surprising because usually June, July, August are our higher selling months. It was down 6% versus May, but it was down 20% versus last June. That is very interesting to me, and I think that we're going to see, a continued projection of number of homes sell possibly go down as long as interest rates are still high. And the way that we would measure against that is the previous slide showing the number of homes to go into escrow. So we'll see the effect of that in the coming months for sure. The average sales price has been great still, $477,000. It was slightly less than last month, which was our highest ever. And it's up 3% versus last June. And the average year to date for this year is still up about 10% versus last year's year-to-date average home price. The average days on market, 22.7. It was up slightly versus last month, up pretty significantly versus last year. However, 22 days, 23 days is still selling very quickly. It's just not the, 1 week, time frames that it felt like we were seeing last year. And historically, anything under 120 days is still a very healthy market. Homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, but that's okay. Months worth of inventory were just under 2 months, which is up 11% versus last month and 75% versus last year. However, when we're dealing with small numbers like this, those percentages feel a little crazy. Like 75% sounds very drastic. It is a significant increase, but 2 months we're still way below a balanced market, which would be about 6 months. So we're still at about a third. So the market is still favoring sellers currently, even though fewer homes are going into escrow and fewer homes are actually selling, and they're taking a little bit longer to sell. The market is still doing very well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a call. And in the body of the email that this was sent out on, there were some other statistics for the market as well. And then an article that shows how owning real estate is a great tool to hedge against inflation, which has obviously been a hot topic in the media this year. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to call, text, or email me, and I will talk to you soon.